Canada loses to the United States in the Nations Cup final yesterday. And that's like a big spot. Like, it's been 23 years since they played for a trophy.
Yep.
And like, generally that's cause for celebration, right? Like, you're in a final. It's not often that Canada soccer playing in finals, but a lot of negativity coming after a resounding 2-1 loss to the Americans. Not really competitive, not prepared in a lot of people's minds. People are putting blame on this and that. Herdman.
Do you want to play the Herdman quote?
Let's go to the Herdman quote, because Herdman is front and center in all this, and I think it is worth talking about how Canada got to this point, what might be ailing Canada right now, and Herdman's reaction to it all.
You know, I think it's not a secret. The organization has been suffering financially. You know, even through, the World Cup qualification, your head coach is raising money to make sure we've got charter flights, security on those charter flights. I mean, that's it. That's where, we've got the best generation of players we've had. And there's more coming. You can see it. Young Cornet just dropped out of the sky. That supports, we've got to figure this out financially. We've got to get serious about winning a World Cup. When you play at home, you get a chance to win it. You get a chance to get to a semi-final, a quarter-final, semi-final, and then get on that road to win it. And we're not serious. We brought a World Cup to our country, and we're not serious about winning it. And you see how close that team is tonight. Tactically, we were there. Chances, shots, we were there. The margins were so tight tonight, so tight. We've got to get real. We've got to get real and quick. Because these players, they deserve it. They deserve this shot. The country deserves it. All the people that work to bring it deserve the shot. Let's get after it.
I mean, he's not wrong.
It's interesting, though, because it's like, okay, we were right there. Does, like, the ease of which acquiring a charter make it so that you convert on the chances you get? Like, I've been really critical of Canada soccer. I was right after the World Cup. I was really concerned about the next 4 years because there was all those whispers about Canada soccer and all that stuff. Yes, these players should have it easy to get to a final in terms of accommodations, travel, proper preparation, all that stuff. Maybe so, but his comments are a little different than other comments and other media and fans who thought they were dreadful in the game.
Well, did you get out coached? You're the coach. Some of that responsibility is also on you.
True.
Yeah. But I think that we have Peter Galindo at 8:30, so perfect timing.
We'll unpack it all.
Perfect timing to break through some of that. But yeah, the lead up time, the amount of preparation that they had for this, like there's real reasons that they felt underprepared. And I think the big picture is, you're bringing a World Cup to this country. Time to take it seriously. I think that's a real sticking point. They've had so many issues since they were at the last World Cup in 2022, right? It was the contract dispute. There was new leadership. There's no CBA, budget cuts, players outwardly criticizing your team. And it's been a bit quiet now. And now you play for this trophy and you fall short. It's like, where are we now, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's a good reflection point.
To his point, though, it seems like everyone's a little irritated. And maybe that does affect like the strength of the organism if all the parts, all the components are a little annoyed by what's going on, the lack of proper preparation. But again, one team looks so far superior than the other. And it looked like the United States were miles ahead. And again, I don't know how much a little extra funding could fix all that. Like, the funding's not about right now to me. The funding is about 2026 and beyond. They need to get their act together, yes. But Herdman's got to be better, and that team's got to play better. Like, Alfonso, like, it's not a good scene right now. Like, as much as Canada is failing the program, Canada soccer failing the program a little bit, there's some of it lies on at their feet as well. And these players are not playing up to their potential. Maybe the coach, the manager, isn't managing up to his potential right now. It was disappointing last night. And yet, that's also a good thing, to be disappointed that you lost in a final to the United States.
Yeah, there's
on a big stage.
No moral victories.
So it's like I don't know exactly how to unpack my thoughts on it, but I do know one thing, and that's that Canada Soccer has to start acting like a legit organization, or you're never going to get yourself past this, where you're just like, or we weren't properly prepared,
We
or
scored
we
our
don't
first
have this.
goal at the World Cup. It's
gonna
not
be-
enough.
We're beyond that now.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for everyone to start acting legit. And there were pieces yesterday, certainly in the process of getting to yesterday, where it's like, hey, we're still rinky dink. We're still Mickey Mouse, right? And Canada Soccer, if it wants to actually not fall on its face in 26, needs to be better than that.
Yeah, it's not about the small. You got the small victories out of the way, getting the first goal at the World Cup, and now you have this massive stage, and you don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want to be like, you guys got here because you're hosting.
And that wasn't like exhale, we did it, we got there.
No,
Wow,
no.
we're so proud of ourselves. That is like the bare minimum. That is now the floor, and you need to be better than that always, or you're gonna lose your spot in the pecking order.